angel of death. Now, I die every day.
You're listening to A Piece of Metal on Slam Internet Radio.
What's going on? Wow, what the fuck was that? What is this?
Is that some sweet sound effect?
I don't know.
Good. Go.
What's going on? This is another show of A Piece of Metal. I'm Morgan Danielle.
I'm Luco.
Oh, man. And we are excited because we have Rhemora here. Finally. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited.
How about you guys go
I'm
off and
practically
introduce
peeing
yourselves?
I'm so excited.
And what do you do? Go off and introduce yourselves and what you do in the band.
Okay. I'm John, and I make noises.
Hi, John.
We're going left from
Yeah.
right to
Oh.
left. I'm Tom. I play the drums and the shaker.
The shaker.
Tony, I do guitars.
My name's Slavic. I do bass.
That's fucking awesome. You guys actually have a reputation. I've been reading off your
How?
names. I don't
Please,
know.
I need this. Somebody needs to get to the bottom.
keep hearing about
How do we
this.
have a reputation?
All I know is that like every single time I try to announce shows, your name is always around there, and I keep going, "Who are these guys?"
And she's
It's
so
awesome.
wet. She's
Those
like
are the shirts.
every fucking time.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, we have Rhemora on the show. I'm like, I don't know who that is. Oh my God, they're so big. I'm so wet right now.
Big as I don't know. We still haven't even played with like a headlining national.
But
band.
you've opened for some pretty big local bands before, right?
Yeah, we've
I
been on
mean,
the
Impale-
local scene for like about 6
Impale's
months.
big.
Yeah. No,
we're playing
Impale.
with we're actually playing with Maggot Swat, so that's gonna be that's
Nice.
really exciting.
When are you doing that show?
It's at the Brower House,
That'll be
November.
fun.
Yeah, we're
20
going to
yeah.
that because this dude
Maggot
wants to
Twat.
see Maggot
Oh,
Twat.
Maggot Twat
November 23rd.
Yes,
is amazing.
Day before Thanksgiving.
I'm really excited about that show.
It should be
I
pretty
think
good.
we all are.
Yeah.
No, we'll be there. But tell us how you started as a band.
Let's start with
Oh my
Slavic
God,
on
yeah,
that
I
one.
think I
'cause
got
I
this
haven't been
one.
here since the beginning, so
Me and Tony originally got together in, what was that, 2006? Yeah. So it was 2006 when we first got together.
tell all the gritty details.
Yeah, well, we pretty much met on the internet. And
Online
Tony was
dating
looking
site.
to form a band. So I came out to see him, so I come out and I see this like 300-pound fat kid in like this crazy like exploded garage. I mean, like a strong wind, that thing would have like fallen over. It was insane. But just the tone that came out of his amp and his guitar work was absolutely amazing. I was like, this kid's not gonna like want me in his band, no way. But then I tried out, and so we pretty much started like stuff from there. And then it was some like rough times. We split apart, got back together, had a bunch of band member changes. I mean, I used to play rhythm guitar for the band. And then so finally, I think we have an awesome lineup. We just need one more person. We're actually looking for a rhythm guitarist at the moment. But other than that, our lineup is just spectacular now. Like, I think we're at our peak right now.
Yeah, Max Dempsey's doing a really good job filling in on guitar for us.
From Ocean Walker,
Those guys are
and
so good.
Screams of Winter when they were around, which were fucking awesome. I remember
saw
that.
a picture of Max here with someone.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they were
He
on
was
our
here
show
with his
2 weeks
brother.
A
ago.
couple weeks ago.
and yeah,
I was like,
Ocean
yeah,
Walker, right?
I
They
know
were all
him.
in here.
Yeah, no, that was pretty awesome. Now, the name Rhemora, where does that come from?
I just remember we printed
Jordan,
off,
stop texting Luco. We're trying to
stop
do a
texting
show.
we were just pretty much trying to come up with something that sounded cool. We had a list. We printed it out. We were driving around, and what is this? Does this sound cool? Hush the Witness? No, that sucks. Rhemora. So we were like, Rhemora? No, that sucks. Wait, Rhemora. Oh, yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, that was actually my call. I was like, but you can't chant Rhemora. And Tony's like, yeah, you can. And then I was like, fuck yeah, that's it.
Done, sold.
What does it mean? Like,
It
where did you
means-
find
I mean,
the name?
technically it means nothing, but if
just
you take
made
out
up.
the H, it's a fish.
Fish that reaches onto a shark.
You just made it a brutal metal fish.
The H
The
makes it
fish
metal.
monster. That's gonna be. We're gonna have a
Silent
themed
H.
shirt. We're gonna have a fish monster. Some mutated
That's
fish
pretty
thing.
epic.
Sounds cool. It doesn't need
Yeah.
to mean a damn thing.
So how long has this lineup been official? Because I know I read on your
Since-
Facebook, like, it says something about, like, 2010, you guys were going through a bunch of lineup changes.
Well, I mean, we really started, I think, like actually as a band, probably around like April 2011, right?
Well, that's when we started playing shows, really. We got together and got a practice space and tried to make something of it, like April 2010.
And this was in the garage that was falling over?
No, this was at a storage mart off North Avenue.
Storage.
And
Tiny
I
bit of
actually
an
found
upgrade.
them. I actually found them on Craigslist,
That's
and it was
kinda
just
creepy.
these two that are still in the band, and our other bass player. But we're not going to talk about that.
The
No-
show's not censored. You can say whatever you want to
beef,
say.
no beef needs to be rekindled.
Oh man.
But basically, I met them on. I found their ad on Craigslist, and surprisingly, it worked. Because most things that we've tried on Craigslist have fallen through completely.
Let's talk about these stories. What ads on Craigslist?
Okay.
Well, it was a man seeking a man.
Okay, so what was the exact ad? I forgot. It was just like seeking vocalist, whatever. So
Yeah, I don't think it was.
this
too
was
specific.
back when Vince from Screams Winter, which aren't around anymore, and Through
Through
Ashes.
Ashes.
He's in Through Ashes now, the drummer. That was when he was jamming with these guys, and I actually never jammed with him because he never showed up. And then we went through like a couple drummers. We had this guy Klekovic. I don't even know how you guys met him.
That was Craigslist as well.
Okay. So yeah, there was Klekovic, and he was just completely unreliable. Wouldn't learn anything.
Nice.
That was that was done. So we it was very Spinal Tap, I guess. We went through so many drummers. We had Don, who's fucking awesome. I love like having him
I love
around.
you,
He's
Don.
such a good guy.
I love
Yeah,
you.
he's
But
basically our friend.
it didn't work
He's
out.
basically our
Yeah.
friend.
It didn't work out.
we
It-
pretty much like him.
He's okay.
but he's awesome. He's actually. Have you heard of Soundshank Studios?
Yeah.
Give a shout out to Soundshank.
Yeah, definitely. Big props to
Yeah.
them. They recorded our first demo. They're going to be recording our full length too. Keith is the
love you,
main
Keith.
master behind it.
Keith from Coma
Big shout
Born
out.
used to play in Act of Destruction.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I grew up with him. Fucking amazing dude.
Okay.
So where are we going? Craigslist stories. Let's get back on
So
topic.
band was basically put together off of Craigslist.
Yes.
Craigslist.
Essentially. Well, the internet.
Other than Tommy, right?
Other than Tom,
Tom's
I brought Tom
thing,
in.
too.
He wasn't even supposed to join
How
the
do
band.
you
This
know?
was when
You
Don.
weren't even
Did he
supposed
know
to
this?
join.
No. This was back when Don
this
was
is
still
news
currently
right
our
now.
drummer.
You're not supposed to be here.
Don was currently our drummer, and we brought him in because he was like, "Man, you know, I just broke up with my girl, and I
was
the only
like-
thing that gets me through is
Lots of
just
free
hoping that
time
I
now.
can play drums for a band one day."
I was like at the lowest point of my
Yeah.
life in December, and then I'm like, I just want to play in a band. So,
And
I,
so I
I
was-
max out my GC card, get a drum set. I'm like, hey,
Did you know how to play drums before?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I used to
But,
play.
all right,
No, I
let's
had
go
no
back.
idea.
Let's,
Just
let's
need to buy-
rewind it real
need to
quick.
play drums.
So I tell him, you know, why don't you come out and jam? I want to hear how good you are. Because the only time I've ever seen this him do anything related to drums was back in
years
the day
before.
when I was partied at his house, and he would just play air drums to like Lamb of God and just do it beat for beat. And it was crazy. So I was like, all right, we'll hear him. So we brought him out, and he was just jamming on Don's set, and he hadn't touched a kit in like
was
6
over-
months.
yeah.
And he hadn't played Funeral Thirst, which is the song he was playing for us. He hadn't played that in 5 years, and
Oh
he
my
just
God.
came out and fucking nailed it. And we're like, this has to happen. You know, Don's got to go. That's
It was no longer than
Yeah.
like 20 minutes after I left where I got a call, and they're like, so do you want in?
We were like, we're gonna talk this
It-
over
it
some
was.
coffee. We went to Dunkin' Donuts and we had to call Don. You're out, man.
So
Oh,
he just,
man.
he was just out
at
because
the secret band meeting or whatever. When we tried to have Don come over to our house, he's like, "I'm out, am I? Just
Yeah.
tell me straight
It
up."
didn't happen that way. We called Tommy and asked him basically if he would be down, and absolutely he was. And yeah, we tried to set Don up and let him down easy, but he figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are
We
you
still
still
like
friends with them?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude,
Don's
he's
awesome.
one of
Me
my closest
and
friends.
Slavic live with him now.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
We have a house in Addison.
Anytime I'm around Don when he's drunk, he usually comes out with it all the time, and he says, "I'm so glad you're the one who replaced me." So I'm glad he doesn't
That's
hold any
good.
grudge
Yeah.
against me. He's a really cool guy.
so
I
then,
think the point of it too is it's not really about do we like these people, do we not. We just really wanted to form the strongest lineup that we could,
Yeah.
and it's,
We wanna
it's really
accompli-
hard
we wanna-
to find,
we
especially
want
a metal drummer.
people around us that are going to be able to create the sort of music that we want. You know, everything that we do has to do with how we want the music to sound, not how other people want it to sound.
how would you
essentially.
describe your sound? Because I know listening to it, I hear a lot of Black Dahlia Murder. Influence.
There's some Black
Influence.
Dahlia influence,
Get
and,
that a
and
lot.
honestly, I don't think that's ever going to die out. I think everybody's always going to constantly reference us to them, but like, I don't know. I love them. I think they're an amazing band, but I see us going in a little kind of a different musical direction. I mean, we're mellow death, they're mellow death, but we're doing our own thing.
There's obviously going to be a lot of, similarities between the two. They are a big influence. We're not trying to deny that or anything, but we are different. You listen to them, you listen to us. There are big differences.
so who else has influenced your sound besides Black Dahlia?
That's it.
I mean, me personally, my main influence is Thomas Lindbergh from At the Gates, Michael Ackerfield from Opeth and Bloodbath. Bloodbath.
She
is
doesn't
fucking
like
amazing.
him. I was trying to show her Bloodbath. I'm like, this is fucking
Dude,
awesome.
he's got the most brutal, coherent vocals you've ever heard. That's why, like, he's
Hell yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell
the
her. She doesn't
best
get it.
death growl.
Fucking
I've ever
chicks
heard.
don't get-
It's actually more.
Chicks and metal.
I don't know what to say to you right now. Just keep talking. I'm
Okay.
ignoring him.
Where was I going? Okay, influences. Go. Your turn, Tommy.
There's other bands besides Black Dahlia Murder.
Tommy's like, and he'll be the first one to admit it, that he's like not very
I'm
knowledgeable.
so ignorant to the music.
to music and metal in general.
Well,
But he's
obviously,
amazing.
you're a huge Lamb of God fan. If you
No, actually.
No?
I'm not at all anymore, at least. I don't know. I found other things. I found Drake. I fell in love with that.
you're the hip hop guy in the
yeah.
group, okay.
I really listen to like everything that this band despises.
So you like the Travis Barker playing the drums and having these rap
yeah,
type
I
things
guess
going on.
You could say that.
You just won't stop blasting all the damn time.
Yeah, I like to play.
And who influenced you guys individually to start picking up an instrument and playing the music that you are?
It's very embarrassing to say Metallica, so I won't.
Mine, I think, is more embarrassing. Nirvana.
Oh,
man.
that's brutal.
That is worse. Wow.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. That's my shout out right there.
I mark out huge for Nirvana. I love Nirvana to this day. I'm right there with you.
Does that really make you want to play drums?
Absolutely not. No, I always just sort of got drums.
Dave Grohl changed my life.
I'm missing somebody.
Huh?
Yeah, you.
What about me?
Influences you besides Black Dahlia.
I already
And
said
At the
Thomas Lindbergh from At the Gates.
Who am I
Is-
missing? Who didn't talk?
That's-
Oh, I think
Slavic
I'd
didn't
say my
talk.
influences,
Yeah.
Pretty much, I don't know. With me, I'm so eclectic with my music style. I just like mainly all metal, but just so many different types of metal genres. Main bands with me would be like Insomnium, Kalma, the more kind of European bands like that. Children of Bodom, that's what really got me into the whole, that type of music. But I would say definitely Kalma, Absence, Insomnium. Those are like my top favorites.
Yeah, in all seriousness, like what actually got me into like really heavy stuff, not Metallica and thrash and all that, was pretty much Pantera. I heard Vulgar Display, and I was like, that's it,
Now, when you guys write your stuff, your lyrics, like who's the main lyric writer? What do
That
you
would be John.
What do you base your songs off of?
Just whatever's real to me, I guess. I don't know. I don't do that whole a brutal for the sake of being brutal thing. Just I have written it in the past with Death Hit because that was kind of a song that we just kind of threw out there, which is what we're gonna play tonight acoustically, I guess.
Yeah!
Honestly, that whole song was written for the purpose of being in a live action film that our ex-bassist was a friend of the director or some shit like that. We were supposed to go on the soundtrack. So, like, lyrically, all it was is supposed to be based from a villain's point or perspective.
So it's your most brutal song, and that's the one you're going to play acoustically?
That was the joke.
This should be interesting.
Who's Brad?
I mean, why not?
I think it's the lyrics too. They're gonna make
Yeah.
it hilarious acoustic style.
Well, we wrote
I'm
this song.
so
We never
excited
heard from
for
the dude.
this. This is a first on the show, an acoustic brutal metal song.
I think it's the
Like,
first ever.
But off
probably.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever played it all the way
I've
through.
never heard
just
that
as a
metal
joke.
song.
yeah, we've always played it as a joke in the jam spot. I mean, we played it a couple times.
You
but-
got to get through without laughing because I want to hear all of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what you guys want me to do. Whether you want me to like attempt to clean sing over the acoustic or just like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. This is gonna be epic. But back to lyrical content. Like, if you want to talk about a couple songs off of our demo, like "Waist Deep in Sin" is all about like me coming out of incarceration because I went to prison and
I've seen some shit.
I actually was on house arrest when I joined this band.
I feel like there's a story behind this, but I'm afraid to ask because I feel like you don't want to share it.
Yeah, I
want
have no-
IDOC. It's fun.
I have no problem.
Okay, so why were you arrested
Okay.
and incarcerated?
I have
Fine,
no
he's
problem
off of
answering
parole
that.
now.
I just got off parole September 16th.
Uh-huh.
was on 2 years of parole. All right, so if you would,
Did you like rob a bank?
I robbed some shit.
And I was such good friends with him
Yeah.
while the robbing commenced.
That's what's funny is how far me and Tom go back.
Yeah.
Like,
Drove the car away
I
and
just
everything.
met him. I met him. All right, we're gonna go back to how I met Tom, and then we're gonna go through the story of how I got arrested.
You're gonna lose me somewhere.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna just go through everything. So, all right, the first night I met Tom Monaco, I was over at his house. He was throwing a party there, and then everybody's like, "Hey, let's go to this party in Elmhurst." So we're like, "All right." So
Party
we go.
in
There's
Elmhurst,
this
wow.
garage. There's this garage on the second. There's like a
Attic.
second. Yeah,
It
there's
was
like
an
an attic that everybody's sitting there drinking in there, and my friend Mike. I'm probably not going to drop his last name, but my friend Mike peed out a window, the second story, the fucking attic window,
Good call,
and
good
pissed on this guy. Now, this guy and his boyfriend were at the party. The guy that got
Are
pissed
we
on.
hearing this right?
Yeah,
guy and
he
his
pissed on a
boyfriend.
gay guy.
Not that there's anything wrong with
This-
that.
But it's a gay
is not-
guy,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Pure
Yeah.
coincidence.
Yeah, pure
Okay.
coincidence. So he pissed on this guy, and so they get upstairs, and he's like, "Give me your shirt! You pissed on my shirt!" Blah blah blah. They start this whole argument, and they're about to fight. And out of the corner of my eye, I see the guy's boyfriend sitting crying in the corner, and it's
Bitch.
honestly like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And me and him were just sitting there like
Nudging
bumping
each
elbows,
other's
just
elbows.
laughing our asses
We are
off.
literally
like,
the only people in that attic, and there was like 15 people up there. We're the only people who saw what was going on. This guy just crying in the corner, and me and John shared a moment.
yeah. And
The guy with pee on him?
No, his boyfriend.
Oh.
Oh man.
good times. So.
And then we joined a band together.
So no, this was years ago, and we used to hang out all the time. I'd go over there, and then I ended up getting kicked out of my house because, all right, my parents were like,
So
really,
you were homeless.
Are they listening right now?
No,
Okay.
probably
Just
not.
pissed off your
But
piano
not that my
people
dad
and-
could.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
he's completely deaf. But
You can't make that up.
Okay.
Okay.
Loves
Keep
Rhemora,
going.
by the way.
Keep going.
so, yeah, I'm getting off track here. So, I used to come over there and hang out all the time, and my parents, who were like really religious, weren't cool with what I was doing. I was a big fucking stoner in high school. I just smoked weed all day, every day. Listen to fucking death metal. That's all I would do.
Nothing wrong with that.
And so my dad was basically like, "You gotta go. It's just not working out." So I ended up moving out with my uncle in Las Vegas, who's a recovering crack addict.
Oh, gee.
Um,
This story is going to be
yeah.
awesome.
So I'm living in like a sober living house, like halfway house type shit, and I'm forced to go to like AA and NA every day while I look for a job. Well, I get like 2 jobs. I'm doing all right for myself out there. And then he drug tested me, found out I was still smoking weed, and he kicked me out of the house. So now I'm homeless in Las Vegas. And I don't know anyone out there. So I end up getting involved with this guy that I met.
On Craigslist.
No, I met him. I think I met him like outside a store, and he was like from San Diego.
That's a lot
and he was
better.
like gang related and shit. So
Oh my
we
God.
like did some robberies.
Thank God he wasn't from Craigslist.
Stores, the Craigslist of the real world.
Yeah. And then I moved back out here because like I didn't want to get involved in that shit anymore, and it just repeated because I was homeless. out
When you were
here.
homeless here, I let you live in the apartment building that I lived in. Now, the building, I mean the storage room.
The storage room. I was sleeping in the storage rooms.
He would yank clothes out from like that were like in bags in the storage room and use them as pillows and blankets. And,
Oh my God.
It was cozy. I went in there from time to time. Yeah.
But
it's
it
pretty
wasn't
sweet
clothes that
setup.
you were lying on. It was
Pretty
him.
sweet setup.
Yes.
But anyway, so this guy I knew from high school, he told me about this house that he painted for or something. He said he found like a bunch of weed and a bunch of money in there. So I went to rob this drug dealer's house,
Oh my
which was the logical solution.
What a great
I
idea.
know. So, and it was actually out in Addison, like right where we live now, like right around that whole area. Because we live right next to you guys live right next to the cop shop, which was like right around there. Great idea. Let's rob a house right next to a police station.
Oh my
You do it. All right.
Something tells me you're not very smart.
Technically, I wouldn't have gotten caught if I didn't get tricked on, but
But you robbed a drug dealer's house next to a police
Yeah.
station.
He's the one living next to a damn police station.
I mean, like, that's not very smart to begin with.
either way,
Homeless, leave him alone.
yeah, I was kind of desperate. I broke into this house. It was the night of Halloween, like 1 a.m. He wasn't home. I get in there. There's no weed. There's no money. And the only thing there is like electronics, and I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna leave with nothing." So I just fucking I got his laptop, his Nikon camera, and
Nab the toaster.
and like some 60 gig iPod or something, and like we split up the goods, me and this other guy, and he got caught and dropped my name,
Ooh.
and I did 10 months in IDOC, and he did nothing.
And he dropped my name too. And
Yeah.
let's be real here. I had nothing to do with anything. And then cops come to my door. You know where John Lapso is?
We got Lapso.
And then after they caught him, which was like days later, they come to my door and they go, "We got Lapso." As if like everyone's been looking for Lapso.
It's a running
Stop
joke.
calling him by John.
It's a running joke whenever we hear a sign, they're coming for Lapso.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's my story.
that.
And then you joined a band.
And then I joined this band on house arrest.
Well, that's
Yeah,
pretty much.
while I was on parole, and then we had a little scare there while I was on house arrest. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but you didn't tie in how you actually joined the band from all that.
What do you mean?
There's more to the story he's saying.
From all that to you directly joining.
Oh well, I got out of prison and I went on Craigslist.
First thing he did.
That's awesome. So the song that you wrote,
Yeah.
what was your, I don't want you to go too much detail if you don't want to, but what was your experience in prison that made you want to change?
I mean, just if you ever spend time to yourself for a very, very long period of time, you just
Masturbating?
yeah, you just think about things more deeply than you normally would, and honestly, just thinking about everything kind of drives you crazy.
Masturbate more deeply than you normally would.
So yeah, I don't know. I just felt like I fucked up, and I feel like if you don't learn from your mistakes, then you're not growing. And that's just, it was a growth period for me. I don't know how else to phrase it. It was fucked up. It sucked. 10 months was terrible.
So the correctional facility corrected you?
Yes. It
Did you have a
its job.
cellmate?
What?
Did
No.
you have a cellmate? No.
Not technically. While I was in DuPage County, I had my own cell, but after I got shipped out to Statesville, I didn't have a cell there. I spent a couple weeks there, and then I got shipped down to Southern Illinois.
Why did they keep shipping you places?
Oh well, they just hold, like, Statesville is just like intake. They just take people and figure out where they're sending them. So after I got sentenced, I went to Statesville, and then they sent me down south to Vienna, and I did like 4 months of boot camp. So it was like 300 inmates in a dorm, and 2 officers watching them. Yeah, it was
Sounds-
awesome. But it was like right next to a prison, so like they could easily dispatch people if someone ran off or whatever. But it was fucking crazy.
No, it
you in
sounds
hella
like
shape,
it.
too.
Yeah, I was down to like $180 when I got out.
It would have been cool if like a camera crew came in for lockup or whatever. That shit's awesome. Lockup raw, Lapso.
Oh man, sounds brutal. Well, I think I need to take a breather from hearing that story. Right now is a good time to take a break. And how about you guys play your music? You are listening to A Piece of Metal, and we are on right now with Rhemora. Sweet.
what the Bible says about fucking your own sister? Don't.
I thought you should know what your music does. It kills people.
One victim of my offense, a victim of my
And we are back with a piece of metal, the loudest online radio show for metal. And we are sitting here with Rhemora. And we were just going to go into part 2 of this story of how they wrote a song after one of their members got incarcerated. So after he got out of prison, he wrote this song. And go.
Okay. So,
First off, Lapso is the vocalist.
yes. All right. Yeah, we had to clarify that
He
because
makes
I said I
noises
made
with his
noise
mouth.
earlier.
Now that's out of the way.
And those
Luca-
last 3 songs were
Okay.
yours. So
Yeah. All right. So the second song that came on, the one that starts off with, you know what the Bible says about fucking your own sister? Don't. That part, that was the song that we were referring to. So I got out and I was looking for a job. Before I hadn't had a job for like a year and a half while I was on parole. Nobody would hire me based on my record. I fucking applied at so many different places and it was just hell. So that song was basically about how like no matter anywhere I go, you know, I'm always just going to be a fucking number to everyone. And that was just basically what the whole song's about is like how I'm dealing with society post incarceration. So that's Way Steep in Sin.
Oh, and I just want to add, too, that those 3 songs that you just heard on our Facebook site, which is facebook.com/Rhemora Band, you could actually look at the lyrics. All
Yeah.
those 3 songs have full lyrics that you could read.
that's pretty awesome.
So that's kind of like the cap of that story. And then I joined the band.
The second half of that story wasn't actually a half.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that out there. I don't know if you know math.
It was more like a final point of it, I guess. Sorry. That was like I didn't want to I guess I don't know how to make that any longer than what it was.
So you guys were talking outside. You guys got a lot of shows coming up.
Yeah.
What do you got playing?
We have our first show coming up. I'm not even talking to the mic. Our first show coming up, we have
October 10th.
October 10th at the Elbow Room, and we're
Yeah,
playing with a
next
bunch of
Monday.
indie bands. So that's going to be interesting.
How is that going to work?
Yeah.
We're going to be
pretty
brutal,
much-
and they won't.
I mean, with this venue, they pretty much just gave us a chance to see how good we are. That's why it's really important that we pull for this show, because they pretty much put us on like a really crappy, bill. But if we do good, they'll move us up to better shows. So anyone listening that wants to support local metal, please come out October 10th.
That's a
Elbow Room.
Monday, right?
Yeah, that's a
It's
Monday night.
We're playing really early though. It's gonna be about like 8 o'clock till maybe 9:30.
Plenty of
We're
time
going to
to
have
get home.
remastered demos to pass out, because I guess it just occurred to us recently that we've been handing out really, really shitty quality demos. Because I guess
No
we
one's
rip,
gonna
we
like
rip
us.
them.
This sounds like
we
shit.
rip them directly off the Facebook.
Oh.
Compressed files.
Yeah, because they were compressed so we could fit them on Facebook. So we've been handing out these really shit quality demos, and we didn't even know.
We
so-
fixed that.
Then,
We
though,
fixed
we redid
that.
everything.
Yeah.
And they are free. We give them
Yeah.
out like candy.
And we have our T-shirts that we just made. So.
How much are
12 bucks.
the show? Well, 12 for the shirt, but
Yes.
how much is the show at the Elbow Room?
Show $7.
That's not bad.
They also got really good drink specials, like $3 High Life, stuff like that.
Where else
It's
are you
an
playing?
awesome stage.
October 23rd at JD Muggs with Evisceratorium and Panzer.
Totally gonna be there. That's
Nice.
awesome.
Soundcheck
We're
doing that show?
Well, we all know
I'm
Viscatorium.
trying to
too.
get Keith to do the sound for that show, which
Keith
would be
from
awesome.
Soundcheck.
Why don't you just ask? Why am I forgetting? It's Smeddy.
Smeddy.
Smeddy from Eviscatorium.
Smeddy.
Smeddy. When we played with him, well, when I was in an old band, when he was in an old band, he did
Did
sound
you
for
guess
us.
Beneath the Flesh? Or
No,
Well,
I was in
Beneath the Flesh also
Abstraction.
played.
Yeah.
He was in Among the Fallen.
Okay.
This was like last year, just August, that we played with them. But they're fucking awesome. And who else is playing that show with you guys? Apocrypha? No.
No, JD Muggs is just the 3 bands. We're actually going to...
Yeah, you said at Bono's.
Everyone's gonna
It
get
said JD Muggs.
He definitely said JD Muggs.
I said JD
heard.
Muggs.
I was paying attention.
All right,
Yeah.
never mind. I said
Okay.
JD
So,
Muggs and
yeah,
Addison.
Evisceratorium and Panzer and us. And it's just 3
Very
bands,
nice.
but I think we're starting a little earlier, and everyone's going to get a longer set. So
Hopefully that you guys don't have that shitty hard rock band that does Creed covers
Oh,
playing
man.
before.
For like
That'd be
2
awesome.
hours. We went to a show. It was like 2 hours playing shitty covers.
We
and
were
they're
told
like,
it started
All right,
at
guys,
8
we're gonna take
o'clock."
a quick break and like 20-minute break, and then they come back and play more Creed
Creed
covers.
and Three
and-
Doors Down
Oh,
and
it's
Counting
so brutal.
Crows, and I'm like, who the fuck
the
is this? You've got
fuck
death
up.
metal next. Oh man. Anyway, so you're 2.
Yeah. Okay. So then we got we got October
23rd,
10th,
and
October
then-
23rd,
yeah.
November
19.
19th.
That's at Bottom Lounge.
That's the Bottom Lounge with Apocrypha and Mechana. We still haven't received like all the information we need on that. I don't know if there's any other bands playing, but that's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited to play the Bottom Lounge.
That'll
Really
probably be
good
like
venue.
$8.
Bottom Lounge is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great venue.
They have really good acoustics. Like that back area
Yeah, their
is just
sound is amazing. They
it's
have really
awesome.
good setup.
It's like it reminds me. I don't know if you guys had it in high school. A black box theater.
No.
Like we had one, and there's one
What?
at. It's called a black box
Black who?
theater. Like you pretty much just have this open area which have really good acoustics that you could do stage performances in, but you can have
At
like
your school?
yeah, York has one.
Of course, York has one.
Well, and then
It's Elmer's.
College
know
of DuPage has one.
You guys
too.
have like a college campus. It's like ridiculous.
I don't
York.
go there anymore.
I know. I'm just saying.
But
York
yeah,
is
no,
ridiculous.
I know. But College of DuPage has a black box theater too.
That's it. I'm going back to high school.
I've made my decision.
Yeah, no, Bottom Lounge though is very, very good venue. Really shitty neighborhood. Be careful where you park. Anyway,
We know a little something about shitty neighborhoods.
yeah.
But,
So you got 3.
And then the last one was
Nov- November 23rd with Skank and Maggot Swat at
Thanksgiving.
Brower
at
House.
Brower House,
That's gonna be
which
awesome.
is where Don from Soundshank works.
That one's really easy to
Yeah.
get. That's like right off 355 on North
Rowling
Avenue.
and North.
Yeah, yeah. It's
No, is it
between
Rowling and North or
355.
Rowling and Butterfield?
Rowling and North.
No, it's on North Avenue.
Oh, I thought it was over
It
there.
was- the original. It's only $5. Oh man.
Is it really?
I'm asking.
I'm not sure. I'm not
I
sure.
have no
Don't
idea.
quote me on
The
that.
info's on my phone.
No way it's over.
Pause
no
while we
time.
turn
There's
the
no
phone
way
on.
it's over $8. Put it that way. I think it's 5.
I thought it was 7.
But
honestly.
with Maggot Twat, I mean, any amount of money.
He just showed
Yeah.
me the
Oh,
DVD
my
like
God.
2 nights ago, and I'm like laughing, but I was like, I feel like I'm becoming more and more retarded watching them.
You do. They're so dumb, but like their live shows are just
yeah.
so
Is
good.
that still
They're
the
awesome.
DVD
I can't wait
from,
to
like,
arm
years
wrestle.
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it looks like it's like torn off jeans
Yes.
Yeah.
with the
The plaid on the
weird,
front.
yeah.
Yeah. They was like the idiots that ruined metal or something.
Yeah,
All right, so let's stop talking about them because
You're making Luco feel old.
Yeah,
Maggot
no, they're
Twat's so
awesome.
awesome.
I love
They are
that
so
when they
awesome.
go into the mall and they're just like,
Oh, yeah.
do you guys have clothes that sound like this?
Oh man.
You guys are an Italian restaurant, right? Yeah, I'm really terrible at impersonating them, but they're fucking awesome. They're hilarious.
You wanted to give a shout out to Sound.
You have a
Studios.
list. You have a list
Yeah,
of
we
people.
recorded that demo you just heard at Soundshake. Now it's not the best quality because
Well,
we,
that's
we
nice
kinda,
to tell
no,
other
no.
people.
It's not. It wasn't Keith's fault. We were rushed to kind of get that out there before a show for Hell on Earth. Back in what was that? August?
May 21st. Judge
Oh, that was
May.
May. Okay. Yeah.
May
How the fuck do you
21st,
remember
7 p.m. We went on at 7:04. Remember, guys? Don't you remember?
Yeah.
So yeah, we rushed it. We're gonna re-record everything. He dropped like $5,000 on the studio.
Yeah, we recorded it before he upgraded on
Yeah.
everything. He
So,
put so many
I can't
thousands
wait.
into it.
The
now.
new mic, the new vocal mic sounds amazing. I was in there recording some like prog death with him the other day. It's phenomenal.
So
Who
that's
else-
where you're recording your new
yeah,
CD,
Soundshank. Yes,
and it's gonna sound
Yeah, it's
8
post-
times better.
Yeah, it's post upgrade with all the equipment.
Who else
and
has he
it's all a lot
recorded?
better.
Anybody?
he
do you guys know?
recorded
Panzer.
Supremacy and Panzer, and Incy. I forget who else, but yeah, he's getting some bands in there.
There was a band called Borzig he was working with.
Yeah,
the
it's
newer-
it's really cheap recording as far as price wise, but the quality is phenomenal.
Yeah, you
So
can't beat it for the
any
price.
any local band if you're looking to do some recording. Soundshank.
Sound
And really,
Check
Keith
Studios.
himself is an awesome producer. I mean, if you ever stuck on parts or you need something to work on tone, stuff like that, he's just a great guy to work with.
This project Coma Born, that's absolutely amazing. Tommy's actually doing drums for them live. He's excited.
Yeah.
No, which one of you guys is the one that does the camera work, music
That's
videos?
Tommy.
Yeah. That's me too.
So who do you record like music video wise that you've done?
Boy. Winds of Plague. I shot a video for them. It wasn't too like official, but this was when was it, John? John, you were with me.
I was at
show.
that
Was
show.
this
I was there to
Mayhem
see
Fest?
Dimmu.
No, it's when they opened
No.
for
Good
Danzig.
Yeah.
Did they even know you were doing this?
Yeah. I got there. This is back when MySpace was hot, and I asked them. I would always ask bands for permission if they were coming through town, if I could shoot, video for them. And they were playing Congress, and I was surprised when they actually got back to me. They're like, "Yeah." They looked at my work, and I guess they liked it, and I had a video together for them.
That was actually during my whole homeless stint. Was when
Yeah.
we went to that Dimmu show. Dimmu wins a plague. I forget who else was there.
Did you break in?
Yeah, totally.
So wait, when you did this, you went in with like a professional camera,
Yeah.
And you
that's-
had
that's
a
back when I used
backstage pass, or just a
I
video
had like
pass?
a press pass, so
That's
in
fucking
front of
awesome.
the rail at Congress. Yeah, it was
I
cool.
had one to get into Children of Bodom, and Alexi Leho blew me off for an interview. But I had like backstage access. I was backstage. I watched the bands. Black Dahlia opened, so I like
Oh, nice.
I ran into them backstage. It was pretty cool, but kind of bullshit. The company that I was doing all this promotion for kind of fucked me over. And it was cool too. I think it's in my old phone. I still have Children of Bodom's tour manager's phone number in my phone, which is this weird like
we should
European
prank call
number.
him on the show.
I don't want to pay for overseas charges.
Good thing we don't
It's
have
going to like
Put
Finland or
Alexi on
some
right now.
When they get a phone in here, we're
That
calling
last
them.
album was shit.
Oh my god.
Here, explain yourself. That last album.
Way too many dive bombs, Lexi.
Oh god. That's pretty awesome
Yeah,
though.
but as far as other bands, I've done another video for a band. They're not together anymore. Elijah, or Alicia as they're known as, from Sacramento. They're, like I said, not together anymore. I don't just do metal and rock videos. Like I did a pop video for a local artist by the name of Chessa. And yeah, just
Is she a ripoff of Kesha?
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
So are these like actual music videos, or you just
Yeah, yeah.
record them when they come into town and record their live
the
show
Winds of Plague
shit?
one was supposed to just be like, one camera, and it was just supposed to be kind of boring, but I wound up editing it into a full music video for the song.
And did they use this as an official video?
Decimate the Week? Well, they promote their iTunes and Amazon stuff off my video, and they make money off it, and I've never seen a dime. So
Those
Yeah.
mother
You
bitches.
could go on YouTube right now. Just
yeah, if you
Check
search
it out.
Decimate the Week, it's the first. It's like one of the first ones that comes up. So
What's your
Pretty cool.
YouTube name?
Tom MSF, all one word.
You'll see some interesting stuff on
So
there.
how come there's no Rhemora video?
That's in the works. But I think we all want to get something.
I was saying, if we're gonna
recording
do
down.
it at Whirly Ball, it should all be like from the kitchen.
We all continually discuss like what we want the video to be, and
It's in the works, baby.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out exactly what song that
Yeah.
we're gonna do.
Originally, we want to do. Well, Tom wants to do A Fine Line, and I want to do. I think majority ruled The Silent Hand just because it's kind of our more popular tune. I
You
guess.
mean our hit?
Yeah.
It's our hit. You
Yeah.
know,
Why
from
wouldn't you do one
MySpace.
live and one of them is an actual video? You should cut one as just being like a live song, get a few different camera angles, do
Yeah.
that one, and then another one is just a regular video.
How's he gonna do that when he's playing an
I was just
instrument?
I'm
thinking the same
sorry.
thing.
I know film students because I am a film student.
When
Thank
the-
you, Luca.
When the right show comes along, we definitely want to do that.
Did you
different
just
angles.
like poke your head into the mic?
My ear hit the mic.
I
I
told
forgot
him
I'm
to
supposed to
lean
be
in,
like
he leaned in
molesting the
too
mic
far.
like this. All right.
I think it's just a matter of finding the right person, because in the past we've tried to have people record shows for us,
Oh my
and
God.
stuff always happens wrong.
Yeah.
Like
Hitting the damn
batteries
button.
run out, memory cards run out.
Taking pictures while the film's going. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Thanks, Gus.
We love Gus Gus, but the first show we had my camera I'm working on now is a DSLR camera, so it looks like just a camera that you take pictures with, but it
Yeah.
shoots incredible HD video. But he liked taking pictures while we played.
He must have been on crack or something.
Very cool.
Yeah, we'll see how this
Terrible.
next show goes too. The October 10th show, 'cause it's actually pretty cool. They're going to record it for us, the video, and it's going to be up for 7 days on a website for you guys to watch in case you miss it. So maybe if we get some good footage from that, we'll cut into a video.
It'd be
That'd
nice
be
to put
awesome.
something out for Fine Line. Fine Line hasn't been recorded in any kind of capacity or anything.
I have the click track.
Oh, that's
On my
beautiful.
phone.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not the
That'll
click track,
work.
the scratch track. That's all.
Oh.
Just the guitar.
Yeah, we could give it a preview. Why not?
It sounds pretty good.
There is a YouTube video
sounds
up for
awful.
the Fine Line though, live.
Oh yeah, from Bono's. Yeah. August 26th that was. Yeah.
Although the PA was shit,
Yeah,
so
Ben-
like the vocals didn't come through very well.
Yeah, Ben Thiel pretty much filled in on bass for us for that show. That was nice of him.
Save the day, Ben.
Woo! Thanks.
Yeah,
We
I-
had Slavic's kind of like our everyman. I mean, we were keeping him at bass, but he's switched back and forth from bass to rhythm quite
Xylophone.
frequently. Xylophone, yeah.
Maracas, which Tommy takes over later.
So I heard you guys obviously were one of the bands that Curtis was a huge fan of. that when Ben played with you, he used Curtis's amp, or was it his guitar?
I believe
Something?
he used the amp, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a whole amp, but he used also his own cab and everything. So yeah, it was Curtis's head, Curtis's speakers and everything, and he added another cab. Yeah.
Isn't Slavic currently using
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
So
he
he
uses
pretty
it.
much actually right before he got murdered. He actually said that Slavic could use his bass or his speaker because we were just getting rid of our bassist at the time.
Yeah, there was a coup going on
Yeah.
there.
It was the night before.
Yep.
He was like very formal about it, about letting us use it. It was really cool.
Curtis was even going to fill in for one of our shows too as
Yeah.
bass. We were hanging out with him like the last couple nights right before it happened, just like drinking at his place.
How did you guys find out that he had passed?
It was right after our show. He was. Yeah.
We
I
We
got
got a call that
all.
night.
All I remember is going back to Tommy's, watching the footage from the night, and we're all laughing, having a good time, and then I'm leaving, and I told Tommy to come down to the. Or come out on the balcony because he was on the balcony and I was on the ground level, and I think I was going to throw you something, you were going to throw me something because I didn't want to go all the way back up, and he come outside, and the first thing I remember was the first words out of his mouth was "Curtis is dead," and that's what sticks out to me most from that night.
It was all really fast. Like we
Yeah.
took off from the venue at like 12:30, and pretty much you got to call it about what 3 because it happened around 2. I mean, it was all pretty fast.
Yeah, and me and Tony were pretty much unloading our equipment from that show that night, and then right when we're done unloading, we got the phone call.
That wasn't fun.
No, I remember everybody posting the stuff up because he was a huge, metalhead, so he went to a lot of the local shows.
He knew everyone, man.
Yeah.
James from Jungle Rot was at his funeral. Danny from Through the Eyes of the Dead was there.
What?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's really an honor.
Philly from what?
It's
I
crazy
feel like an
that-
asshole. I can't remember his
The
name.
guys from Rosengard.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's on that.
what's
yeah.
what's that guy? He's totally gonna listen to this, and I can't remember his name. He was in a band with Curtis. I know Andrew, not Andrew.
George? George?
Not George.
Everyone was there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. I forgot his name, and I feel like a prick.
I just think it's amazing. Curtis was so into us and everything, all the experience and how long he spent in the scene and everything, and like ever since we started playing shows, wasn't he there for all of them really?
He missed one, and it was the one on Easter out in DeKalb.
Which
Yeah.
nobody came to.
Like 30 miles away.
Yeah.
That's because it was Easter.
Yeah.
He would have been there, but he was on the road trucking, and he just got back that day, and it was just, it's Easter. So.
He made every other show. He was pretty much like a sixth member. I mean, he always got the pit going. He was always pushing people around, and when they fell down, he'd pick them right back up.
When you guys release the CD, is there going to be a dedication to Curtis, or are you guys writing a song about the experience?
We're writing a song right now. We're working on it. I have that as well on my phone. What we have recorded, anyways, and yeah, we're working on that. But like pretty much every show, we dedicate the Silent Hand to him because that was his song. That's what he loved to hear. And actually, the night of the Cobra Lounge, he was there, and he was. We got cut off early for some reason, and so we had 2 songs left, but we were going to play our new song because no one's played our new song. But Silent Hand's the last track that we played during our set, and he was screaming Silent Hand, no fuck that.
Silent fucking hand.
He doesn't want to hear a Fine Line. He wanted to hear Silent Hand, so we played a Silent Hand.
He had never even heard Fine Line. He
Yeah.
would have loved it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but that was pretty crazy. That was another camera mishap and everything. It
Oh, my
pretty much
God.
ran out of memory, like in the very end of the song.
At the very end.
Yeah, there's like just a little chugging part and a nice little harmony and everything. For the chugging part, he put me. I'm not a small dude. I'm like 225 pounds. He put me on his shoulders for like the last 10 seconds of that song or whatever. That was pretty amazing. We couldn't get that on film. We didn't get a picture of that or anything, so it sucks. I mean, I don't even have a picture with him, directly. That would have been really nice, but damn camera mishaps.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And then we got a huge benefit show actually coming up for Curtis too.
Yeah,
Is that
actually, yeah,
January?
he knew Vela Maya, some of the guys from Vela Maya, and I guess they're gonna come and this is
Possibly.
all in the works. And I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this show because there's no confirmations yet. But
it.
the plan was to have Vela Maya headline, and then what is gonna play, we're gonna play.
We would probably play
Strength
second
by
to last,
Conviction's
so.
gonna play.
Well, actually, Violent Man practiced around here. The old co-host Dennis, his practice room was down the hall from where Vile used to practice in. They still practice somewhere around here, but they switched.
Back in 06, when George from Death by Design and that's when Curtis was in Death by Design. They had did Breakdown Fest for the first time, and Vela Maya headlined.
That's awesome.
So that was a long time ago.
I didn't even notice they'd been around that long. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I still got a lot of footage from that show that's unedited. That was never shown to anyone.
Let it be known, Lapso hates breakdowns and likes Veil of Maya.
Well, let's
Thumbs up.
take another break here because I know that you guys are excited to play this brutal acoustic song that you guys brought all these awesome instruments for. It should be interesting because it's the first on the show. Nobody's ever went, oh, hey, we're going to play in this little space that you have.
We're going to play the most brutal song we have on acoustic.
Not to mention, I'm gonna be doing clean vocals over it, which.
I mean,
is
this
not how
sounds
it's written.
awesome. I feel
it's gonna
like
sound horrid.
It's a
more
good
of a
idea.
joke. Yeah.
We'll see how it works.
The vocals are definitely a play on the actual song.
Yeah, because the lyrics are so brutal.
Awesome. Well, this is a piece of metal, and we are taking a quick break to listen to some more music. And when we come back, Rhemora is going to be playing their most brutal song
What are we playing
on
on
acoustic.
my phone?
I don't know. Whatever the fuck you want. I mean, this is whatever you want.
Do we want to put on the song that we were? Okay. None of our incompletion. Okay. Done. Hold on. All right. This is. No, fuck that. That's actually a California band.
How about while you're trying to figure your lives out, you do your shout-outs to whoever the hell wanted you to say hi?
Well, I did it for Soundshank, for Ocean Walker. A shout out to guys from Terror in His Presence.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Ed never leaves me alone.
In what way?
Unveiling Chaos. I feel like them. We played with them before.
Those guys are pretty cool.
All right, it's on. We're good.
Anybody else? All right. We're on break.
You're listening to a piece of metal on Slam Internet Radio.
First ever.
Mrs. O'Leary's cow isn't here to
acoustic
knock
song
over
for
any
their most
lanterns,
brutal
but Mrs.
song
O'Leary's
ever.
pub is setting
Is there
Chicago
really?
on fire with their
Welcome back to a piece of metal. Again. This is going to be the first ever acoustic song that Rhemora has done for their most brutal song. What's the name of it?
Death Hit.
Death Hit. Okay, so we're going to hear this. This is a first for us, too. We've never had a band come in here to play an acoustic song. And it's so weird seeing all this equipment in here. But, oh, man. Here we
All you have
go.
to do is hit the red button.
Hit the red button, not the green button, the red button.
Is there a green button?
No, I'm making it out like you know how red wire, yellow wire, whatever. Okay, whatever. It was a bomb joke. It went really bad. Luco, get out of my fucking way. I gotta get out. Okay, so I'm going to leave it up to you and debuting acoustic song. It's
Okay.
Rhemora.
Oh god, this is gonna sound horrible. Just from my end, though. My quest is to destroy. My eyes burn with misanthropy. How I long to taste the blood of my enemies, aching for us all to torture. My knees will be met with a knife to your neck, terrorizing the pure and the weak, screaming for me to end your life. One more step, one more puncture. Agonizing pain twisting inside of you. I gather your tears to wash my face, moisten my skin with your blood.
Fresh from the wound, repulsive scent of char flesh permeates the room. My quest is to destroy. My eyes burn with misanthropy. How I long to taste the blood of my enemies, aching for a soul to torture. My needs will be met with a knife to your neck. Hiding behind this mask, living this double life, concealed by the darkness, to murder in plain sight, despised and forsaken, the scum of the earth. I've been wretched since the day of my birth. We all have the potential to kill, till it becomes more than a thrill. But a very human desire, in a way that will inspire this infectious disease that we all share, born in us and not transmitted.
I can't wait to hear that later and just like make fun of how terrible I sound.
Why did I think that was better as just an idea?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a joke the whole time.
It's a joke, man. Get over it.
Slavic's the one who had to push it.
Lapso, you did a lot better than I thought you were going to do. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll take it out.
So
we
how
play
about
musical chairs here?
Yeah, how about we play some more music and let you guys filter out all this equipment so we can sit comfortably, not feel crowded. Thank you so much, guys. That was fucking awesome.
Did
we'll
did
find
you
it.
hear it?
No, I heard it outside.
It probably sounded horrid.
No, it sounded pretty good. I mean, for your first time playing acoustic, it was pretty awesome. The maracas were the loudest of them all.
That shit was awesome.
I was like, he had this like weird smile on his face the whole time. I was like, this guy's possessed. Like,
Tommy, do your
it's
laugh.
weird. You have a laugh to go with the maraca? That's
Ben's gonna love this one when he listens to it, so I'm gonna put it on.
You're listening to a piece of metal on Slam Internet Radio.
And we're back with a piece of metal, broadcasting from 4055 Milwaukee Avenue at PC here. And tonight on the show, we've been fortunate to have Rhemora with us. And if you didn't just hear that awesome acoustic song that they played, well, fuck you, because you totally missed out. Whoever that guy was on the phone going, how do you find me?
Oh, yeah, that was Don. Hopefully he's listening by now.
Yeah, well, that was pretty fucking cool. Good job, guys.
Thank
That
you.
was
Good job.
awesome.
So what are you guys missing to announce or anything? We're coming down to the last like 20 minutes of the show. So I mean, any other stories that you
All right,
guys
we
have?
said December 9th.
Yeah, Elk Grove Village.
Elk Grove, we need to bring, 25 people?
Yeah.
So, really important. A bunch of promoters are putting that on.
Elk
I know
Grove.
Through Ashes is playing as far as that's the only bands I know that are confirmed.
Yeah, that's at the community center in Elk Grove.
Band. Yeah.
I've noticed your shirt is fucking awesome, Slavic. What does it say on the back of it?
Thanks. Yeah, that's actually our brand new shirts. We just got shirts. This next show, they'll be up for sale, the October 10th show. Basically on the front, just usual Rhemora logo in our font. And then on the back, it says fuck core garbage in big white and red letters.
Core Gabbage.
That's awesome. Who made the shirts for you?
Company or who designed them?
Both.
All right, well, I designed them.
He just wanted to give himself the recognition he deserved.
Yeah, that's what happens. And then the company that I found, I deliver around, around this neighborhood.
What do you deliver? Yeah? What you put on it?
It's a place called All Seasons on Elston. They did a great job.
Four Seasons?
That's awesome. They look really cool.
Thanks. Yeah, the quality. I was really surprised with the quality. It looks awesome.
They smell like Band-Aids.
So Tommy, do you want to tell the nightcap story? Just because you had the best view of it. The one
Which
about
nightcap
the-
story?
my
Injury.
My injury.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty awesome. How do I start?
Well,
basically,
we're sitting there getting drunk.
the beginning.
We brought a bottle of Jaeger in, and they let us just like take shots from behind the bar. It was awesome.
Basically, a bottle of Jaeger later, John, what were they playing?
They played "Misery's Crown" by Dark Tranquillity, which like me and
Was
Tom
that the song that was playing when you
loved that song. Yeah, and so I was like grabbing him. I was like,
asked me to rush. He's like, let's go on stage. The thing is, there's no bands playing, and it's like a bar with like 10 people in it.
Yeah.
And he grabs me. I instantly just step back, and he heads toward the stage still as if I'm following him. But he forgets there's a stage there, and this stage is only about 1.5 feet tall. So he basically ran towards the stage, not knowing it was there, and face first, like Chris Farley, directly onto the stage.
my shins are really fucked up.
Yeah, it was awesome.
One of the many Lapso stories.
That's epic. I saw those bruises on you.
Yeah.
That's really
I could barely
Battle
walk
scars.
this morning.
battle scars. I love bragging about battle scars. It's awesome. I just go paintballing without wearing armor just to say, "Oh look, I got shot." No, it's funny because people at work go, "Who's hitting you?" And I was like, "I went paintballing."
Are your parents beating you?
Well, whatever,
Yes.
whatever. I
So-
just like to have fun.
What else do we need to cover before we go up? Oh, we're gonna show you a song from our friend Keith, close friend of mine, previously in Active Destruction and Coma Born now. Or Tommy, as we mentioned earlier, is going to be playing drums for them. John Bravo and Nigel Bravo from Active Destruction are going to be playing in that band. And Mikhail, I don't know how to... Juarez, is that Mikhail Juarez?
Juarez.
Was his band name Seal of Saturn?
Yeah.
I think? Yeah. And they're all... It's going to be like a black metal super group locally.
That's pretty cool.
They're gonna play with Belphegor probably.
Yeah, they're trying to get a show set up with Belphegor right now.
Jeez.
And we're gonna play
Yeah.
a bunch of shows with them.
That's
So-
really cool.
Well, not a bunch, but we're gonna play a bunch. We're gonna play a couple shows with them. He's got the song queued up. It's called Vitality. It's off the album Ley Lines.
So
Everything was written by Keith Bedswater.
Pedswater. Keith Penis Water.
Can we play it now? Or?
Oh
No.
yeah, if you want to play
Right
the song
now?
now, we
Right
can
now.
play the song now.
Oh, not now.
No, we can do it.
Okay.
Then we'll come back and we'll end the show.
Oh, we can do it.
Here we go. Here's one song. All right, that was awesome. That was a song by, who was that again?
Coma Born.
Coma Born.
And that had no vocals yet, but is gonna get vocals soon. Okay.
They're recording right now, so.
Brutal.
Coma porn.
Coma Born.
So, last minute wise, why don't you run by those shows again that you guys are all playing?
All right, so I will just pull up the flyer real quick.
Because you forgot already.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right.
So we got October 10th is the Elbow Room.
Which is Monday, people. Luco and I will be there.
October 23rd at the October 23rd at JD Muggs
We'll be there too.
with Panzer and Visitatorium.
In Addison.
And we're not doing the Mike O'Donnell show.
Oh man,
We got canceled. We canceled that. We got the September 19th. Or, I'm sorry,
September 19th.
November. What the fuck is wrong
Next
with me?
year.
November 19th at the Bottom Lounge in Chicago, and November 23rd at the Brower House with Skank and Maggot SWAT. The Bottom Lounge show at the 19th is going to be with Mechana and Apocrypha. Love those guys, good guys.
You said something too outside about December 9th.
Yeah, that's at Elk Grove Community Center. That's going to be with Through Ashes is confirmed on that, and they're going to add a bunch of other bands. So Far Stupid Booking is putting that show together.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
that's
go
pretty
out and
good.
support your local metal bands.
I agree. There's a lot of shows. You'll notice when I do announcements. There's a fucking ton of shows this weekend. Jesus Christ.
If you want to check out what shows we're doing, just go ahead and go to our Facebook page, which is Facebook/Rhemora Band.
Oh, you might want to
Oh
repeat
my
that. Your
God.
mic wasn't on, dude. Way to go.
Didn't you tell a whole story with that mic off? Oh man.
Start that over.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Slavic.
anyways, if you want to check us out, any of the upcoming shows, just go ahead to our Facebook page, which is Facebook/Rhemora Band, RHEMORA Band. And
One
it's
word.
got all the updated, pretty much all the updated shows coming up.
You guys got shout outs to anybody else that you knew that tuned in tonight? Yeah, that's been off, like, just for now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we want to pretty much say that we're concentrating on December and January for recording our album. Hopefully we can have that out in February of next year. If not, March, soon after that.
How many songs do you want to be on it?
Probably about 10. Yeah, we're thinking 10.
10's a good number.
And those are going to be free also?
Oh, no.
Oh, God, no.
Those will be about $29.99.
What we're gonna do is we'll have 3 tracks, so the 4 tracks from there we'll put on an EP and we'll hand out those. But the album.
That guy's totally going to hit that car. Okay, never mind.
The Slavic's car.
Don't hit Slavic's car, you chooch.
You son of a bitch.
Do you guys know anybody that's listening that you guys want to give a shout out to?
Hopefully Don's listening.
I was told. Hold on, I was told Justin Hernandez from Visitatorium.
Justin!
What's
hey,
up, buddy?
I want to give a happy birthday shout out to Emma. Her birthday's on Friday.
Sweet.
Thanks for
Happy
inviting me to
birthday,
that
Emma.
party that you were having.
You
Jesus.
bitch.
Ouch.
Luco.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Love you guys. Anybody else?
Ben,
guys have friends?
Ben's
I mean-
gonna listen to it. I have no idea who's listening to this
Ben
right
Thiel.
now. Yeah.
I'll tell Ben.
This is like we're able to go back and listen to this.
Oh yeah,
right?
no,
Oh,
it'll
awesome.
definitely get posted on your wall. Those people who aren't listening, that haven't tuned in right now, that won't know what I'm saying,
Asses.
it'll be posted on their wall, so you'll see it later. Luco,
Yes.
you've been talking to people
Oh.
all night long.
Yeah, Nick, you dirty bastard, and done.
How about you win that softball game tomorrow, will you?
Yeah.
Jeez, let's go.
So anyway, moving on.
Oh, do you want to say something to Jordan?
Nope.
That son of a bitch.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, Jordan, you suck. Okay, anyway, announcement wise, there's a ton going on this weekend. Warren Star Clothing is opening their showroom up in Crystal Lake Friday the 7th. It'll be from noon to 7 p.m. and then 1 to 6 on the 8th. And if you check in with your phone, you get 10% off. And if you spend $100 or more, you get a shirt that's worth $20 for free.
I love free stuff.
I do too. Feels good.
It's my favorite number.
The Hyrix, which is a band that's going to be on with us the end of the month, the last Tuesday of the month. They're playing a show, their last show at the Four Lakes Lodge with Trevor. Don't know where Trevor's going, but apparently it's his last show. They're playing the show. It's all ages, and it's $7. And then the 8th. The 8th is full of shows for your picking and choosing. Chromags is doing a free show at Reggie's, free with RSVP. Check that out. I'll be there. Luca will probably be there because I drag him
Unfortunately, I'll be there.
everywhere. The other show that we're going to hit up that night is on the 8th with Apocrypha, Panzer, Predator, Steel Legion, and Supremacy. They're playing at Live 59 in Plainfield, and it's the last final CD release show of Apocrypha. Those guys are pretty fucking awesome. I forgot to give a shout out. And
Shout
I
out to
should do
Steve.
This. Yeah.
Steve, you're awesome.
No, they played 2 weeks ago. It was Ocean Walker and Lords of Drunken Pirate Crew, Apocrypha, and I'm so sorry to the band that I totally forgot that you were called. There was 4 bands. I missed one.
Sorry.
But they played 2 Thursdays ago at Bono's, and it was an awesome show. On the 8th, again, the Grant Theater in Gary, Indiana, for those that live in Indiana listening. Silver Hammer with Blood In, Blood Out, Warhound, Life After Death, Black Crown, and No Zodiac, and special guests to be announced. And they're playing an $8 show there, and it's going to be Silver Hammer shooting music video.
Special guest to be announced?
I don't know who it is. It's to be announced.
They won't tell you who the special guest is?
No, it's supposed to be special.
I'm shooting the music video.
You're shooting the music
Perfect.
video. Good
Gumby
job.
costumes
Oh yeah,
are
and
popular.
if you wanna get a music video done, contact Tom Monaco.
I remember Tom Monaco.
Check out his YouTube page to see what he's
Work
done.
right now, so give me some, please.
Why don't you say your
Yeah,
YouTube
talking to the-
channel one more
talking to the mic.
time?
YouTube.com/Tom M.
You don't know you're on YouTube? Okay. You'll find him. If not, just contact Rhemora. They'll tell you.
Yeah, midget shit fucker.
Wow.
I like your style.
Still on the 8th, Bar 3 in Rockford, 21 and older show, $6 to get in. Ditchwater with Fists of Rage, Heartset Self-Destruct, and Wayland. And the last show, Skinwalker is playing Elise, I hope it's Elise, Wisconsin, at Smoking Joe's West with Bang Tango. And
Bang Tango.
don't know who those are, but they sound interesting. And one more time for those people that need something to do and want to be in a music video, Psychopathic Days is filming in Elgin from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They want serious people to be a part of this awesome video. Those people that are interested, I know it's not you
Where at?
filming. It's in Elgin. So if you
Elgin's
email
big.
psychopathicdays@yahoo.com, they'll give you all the info, but you need to be 18 or older to be in it. It's a long day, but it should be fucking awesome because once it gets released, I expect epicness.
Sweet.
Well, that was a long rant. I feel like I'm not going to have anything to do with my life because I'm going to be going to all these shows. And, of course, I'm going to be going to that show now on Monday for you guys.
I'll be there too, guys. Yeah. I'll be waving to you guys while you're playing.
I'm sure we'll be able to see
You need.
all
I
3
told
of you.
Slavic this. You guys need to do the acoustic song again and give a shout out to these indie bands that you guys are playing with at the Albert Room. It'd be fucking funny. Just be like, oh, here you guys go. This is for everybody we played for tonight. We're trying to fit in with your sound.
We have to fit a bass boom into the acoustic song.
That would be sweet.
Well, this has been another show of A Piece of Metal. I'm Morgan Danielle,
I'm Lugo.
and we've been broadcasting from 4055 North Milwaukee Avenue at PC here. And thank you guys so much to Rhemora for coming out and hanging out with us. It's
Yes.
been fucking awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, I've been dying
the-
to have you guys on the show forever. I've been
Sweet.
like, who are these people that I keep saying their name and I can't pronounce it right away?
Apparently we're huge.
You guys are pretty big.
I can, like,
We're
you guys.
huge in Schaumburg.
Oh, man.
People on Wise Road always recognize. Aren't you from that fish band?
Nope. Anyways, awesome show, guys. Thank you so much.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
we
we
will
were
back
sweet.
next week, the 11th. We will have Miles from Exile on. So tune in, 9 to 11 p.m. This has been A Piece of Metal.
Somebody steals from me, I cut off his hands. He offends me, I cut out his tongue. He rises against me, I cut off his head, stick it on a pike. Raise it high up so all in the streets can see.